Hi everyone, this is Alexis, the eXp Realty, and I wanted to make a video that I haven't done in quite some time. I think the last time I did this type of video was, I think, one of my first videos where I just kind of talked about certain things that are going on, and one of the most important things I kind of want to go over today, and I think it's so important that when you get negative feedback to really take it in, make your business or your life better from it, or if it is just negative comments, to just laugh about it. I believe laughter is definitely the best medicine, so I like to kind of go over some of the, I don't want to say, I guess, hate comments, but some of the criticism I've gotten on my videos. I think it's very important to always go through that, you know, and if it's negative, delete it, go on to the next one, right? But some things are good to look at to kind of improve yourself on. But first, a little bit about me. If this is your first video that you've ever been watching about me, this channel is, I'm a real estate agent here in Southern California. I work with my whole family here, but I also love to upload videos about my greyhound, Lily. We love her to pieces. I love to share my love for greyhounds and my passion for rescuing them, and especially the whole greyhound community here in Southern California. So you probably either found me either from real estate or from greyhound videos, and now I'm hoping to do some more videos about 1950s fashion, which is my favorite thing to wear. My whole wardrobe is 1950s. But anyway, but yes, so I really want to just go through a couple of the comments that I've gotten on this channel, which, you know, I'm a very small YouTube channel. I mainly started doing this just to kind of get people to know me a little more personally, or get to know a little bit more about real estate in general. And then I shared one video about Lily, and it got really popular, and I started sharing more videos about Lily, and I just love looking at all the comments from all the greyhound owners from around the world. It's such a wonderful community. So hey, I thought let's look at some comments today and laugh at them together. Or maybe maybe they are true, we'll see. So one of the first comments that I got that I was like, huh, that's kind of interesting, was you sound like a child. Well, actually, some of you might know this from one of my first videos that I ever made. Before I was in real estate, I've been doing it for about 5 years now. I was actually a kindergarten teacher for about 10 years. So that kind of high inflection going up and down is from my teacher days. I can't help it. It just comes out naturally. And I think I'm naturally a very bubbly, enthusiastic, positive person. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I think that was on one of the salmon video where I was showing you guys how Lily did really good at the vet, and I fed her some salmon, and I got that comment. I'm like, oh, interesting. Do I? Well, thank you. I love to have the mindset of a child, and you know, it makes the world a better place. So that was actually the first kind of negative, weird comment that I got, and I said, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'll take it. The next thing, what I got this comment on the snow video that I did with Lily when she first had, we first had snow here in Southern California. It'd been like 30 years since they had snow here in Southern California as heavy as they did. So I made this cool video where it was her touching snow for the first time. You know, she's originally from Tijuana in Mexico, and so she's never experienced snow before. And I said, oh my gosh, I really want to get this on camera. Like, I want to see her expression. Luckily I just bought a snow jacket for her, because we were going up to Northern California where there was snow, so I want to be prepared. And I bought her these little snow booties as well. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I already have them. Let's try them out. So the comment was, poor dog, you're abusing her with all those clothes. The people in the greyhound community are probably laughing, but this comment was interesting because greyhounds have extremely thin skin, almost no fat at all, and very light coat, very thin coat. So the rule of thumb is when you have a greyhound is that if you are cold, then your greyhound is cold. So in the greyhound community, if you follow any other greyhound accounts on YouTube or Instagram or wherever it is, you'll see that they have an abundance of coats, different kind of coats, color coats, thick coats, shoes, booties. Greyhounds also have very extremely sensitive paws when you first adopt them from the racetrack, because all they've ever known to run on or to touch was this soft dirt. So they tell you, to really break them in, ease like very slowly on rock or anything else. Just be very gentle with it, because when they first come, they're gonna have very sensitive paws when they go from the racetrack to a home or to any other environment. So when I saw that, I said, hey, educate yourself. So don't worry, it's not abuse, I promise. Lily loves her coats. Whenever I take them out, she's just so excited, starts jumping up and down. She's so excited to try her coats because she knows she's gonna be going somewhere. And she actually will sleep with them during the winter time too. When it gets really cold, we put a jacket on her, or her little PJs on her, because she does not keep a blanket on her and she gets very cold during the winter. So don't worry, I promise you, it's not abuse. They love it. And if you're looking for a good greyhound or long doggo sweater, I definitely recommend Hound Tees. Hound Tees is amazing. They're based out of Australia. You can look them up, just Hound Tees online, and we've got I get emails from them, and every time they come with a new jacket, I want it. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lily, she looks so cute in this. And especially since Lily has black fur, she looks good in anything. All right, so those are the two first negative comments I ever got. And the last one that I've gotten actually most recently, and this pertains to real estate, and I think this is a really good note to leave off of, because the real estate industry is changing, especially in Southern California, how a lot of it's going online. And I was talking about this with my husband the other day, thinking about real estate, and I believe, and it is a shame, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it's going this way. I believe that in maybe 20-30 years time, real estate agents will most likely be obsolete, because so many things are moving online, where they have these online systems. You can buy homes, sell homes, all that. I don't think that they should. I think it will probably go that way. And so this all leads into this comment that I got on one of my videos. And I've actually heard this in first to the person and amongst groups, social groups too. So tell me what you think about this question, or this comment. Real estate agents are a scam. Why would I ever use a real estate agent when I can do it on my own and save the money? So very extremely good question, because before I was in real estate, I didn't know anything about commission, paying agents, why are they here? I mean, I know a little bit. My dad has been in the real estate industry for over 30 years, so I know a little bit about it and how they got paid. But as I started going more and more in depth to it, I started to see the perspective of a seller and the perspective of a buyer. Like, if I could save thousands of dollars on paying an agent, why would I ever do it? Why don't I just do it by myself? Why would I waste? I will tell you honestly, usually we make around between 2 to 3% commission off every deal. So 2 to 3% of the whole total purchase price. That could be a really good chunk of money, right? Why would I ever waste my money on that? Well, I'm going to explain it to you right now. So let's first look at the selling perspective. If you're selling a home, like for example, there's a lot of people who decide, I don't want to consult a real estate agent for selling my home. I'm just going to list it on, let's just say Zillow or Redfin or somewhere else, some kind of online website where else it'll be a for sale by owner. And what'll happen is that I'll try and find the buyer on the other side, and then we'll have escrow, which is third party, deal with any contracts back and forth during the period. One thing that I would say that's really essential for a real estate agent is that even though you're thinking you're saving a lot of money on the commission, there is so much that a real estate agent will be able to negotiate for you and to be able to get you more than you could ever think of. Here's an example of a for sale by owner that we had contacted, and we actually listed their home. But before I go into that, real estate agents, I've heard this so many times again, are scams. They're scams. I will tell you, I have met real estate agents who all they focus on is the money. All their primary focus on is getting the check. Their focus is not on helping the seller or helping the buyer. They'll do what they can just to close the deal, and that's it. They're not trying their best to get the most for the seller or get the most for the buyer. And those are the agents you want to stay away from. You're going to have those type of people in any type of work industry you're going to be in. You're going to have people who are lazy, who don't want to work, who wanted the least amount possible, get paid, and go home. That is not me. And there's a lot of agents out there who are not like that. And I really was able to see that from my father and how much passion he puts into his work, into his buyers, and into his sellers. That it's not just about the check. We realize how much a difference an agent can make in a buyer and a seller's life when they put their all into helping them, and especially educating themselves, having the right experience, and the right negotiating skills. So let me give you an example. Go back to the FSBO. We call them FSBOs, for sale by owners. Those are the people who sell a home without an agent. We had spoken with them over the phone because I had a buyer who was interested in buying their house, and they had listed it for a certain price. I won't tell you the exact price, but let's just say it was $600,000, and they wanted $600,000 for their home. And my buyer, they were interested in it. After they saw it, they didn't really like the home, so they wanted to move on to the next one. But I had a pretty good conversation with the seller, and I said, listen, you want to get $600,000 for your home? Yes. Well, did you know that you could do this, and this, and you can get even more money for your home? Did you know that once we start negotiating and going through the process, you can probably get this amount for the home? And so my worth with the commission, I'm able to get more than $600,000 with my paying the commission, and also get more on top of that. So even though they're going to be paying, let's just say 2.5% to me for selling their house, I'm able to get them even more on top of that. So it is really worth it when you have an agent who knows how to market, who knows how to talk to buyers, who knows how to really get the most amount of money out of the house. And basically, they be paying for themselves. With the commission, you'll be getting more than what you would pay by yourself, what you'd be doing by yourself. So hope that kind of makes sense. I can go into more of the specifics. What I love about working with my family is we've really developed 3 amazing ways where you can sell your home. You really want to have an agent who's be able to give you options in selling your home. That way you can make the best financial decision for you. So in the long run, whatever the money that you want to make from the sale of your home, the commission that you pay to the agent will be worth it, because you're going to be able to get more than what you thought you could than just by selling it by yourself. And marketing online is so extremely important. We're all online people now, right? We're all on our phones all the time. We go shopping on our phones for everything. You need to be everywhere and have someone who has that skill, and also to deal with the stress of it. Selling a home, buying a home, there's so much stress that go on behind it. Why would you want to be bogged down by all that stress? Let someone else handle it. Let someone else do it. Someone that you can trust to do that for you and your family. So that's what I would say for sellers. Now, in terms of buyers, the comment was, real estate agents are a scam. Why would I ever use a real estate agent when I can do this on my own and save the money? So I will answer that with this story that I have for you from when I was sitting in the salon getting my hair done. So I was sitting getting my hair done. My salonist, who's absolutely amazing, she started cutting my hair, and I was hearing behind me, this was about a couple months ago, the person who was cutting another person's hair behind me, she was telling me, I was overhearing it, and she said, I just bought a home. It's an HOA, which stands for Homeowner Association. I bought it was a new build. They never told me that I couldn't change the color of my door if I wanted to. I had to get permission. I didn't know that there was something called Melrose tax. I didn't know that I had to pay up to 2% tax every year. And she just kept going on and on about all these things that she felt like she wasn't really disclosed to. And I just felt the more and more she went on and on and on. She said, and the person sitting down said, well, did you have anyone to help you? And she said, no, I walked into the sales office. They told me, sign here, here are all the documents. And this is the time your home was going to be ready to buy or to move into. And they were closed like that in 30 days. And so a real estate agent who knows their stuff, who has the experience and negotiating skills, would be able to point these things out to you before you even move into the home, or even before you get way too deep into escrow. So after that, I walked up to her. I said, oh my gosh, I couldn't help but hearing, but I'm so sorry you went through that. If you have any questions or anything that I can do to help, or for your next home, or I would love to really show you these things before you get into it, here's my business card, blah blah blah. So that's what happened with that. That's the only thing I could do in that situation because she's already in the home. But what had happened with that situation is that there's these homes you can get. They're called new builds. So there's big communities that are all being built by a development, and you could walk in, sign a contract, buy a home. They have the sales reps who are actually real estate agents themselves, and they sell the home, and they're fantastic agents. They're amazing, but oftentimes they'll give you the contract and you'll have to read it, and they won't point out some of the obvious things that are there. And what I love to do, especially if you're a really good buyer's agent, is that they're going to look out for your best interest, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. That person who I heard, she was a first-time home buyer. She didn't know anything about taxes, HOA, Mello-Roos, nothing about that. And so an agent who knows your situation, they really get to know who you are. They're going to lay the foundation and tell you everything up front. This is what you're going to expect. This is how it's going to be, and what's great about it is that if you're buying a home, you're not paying the commission. The seller is paying for the commission. So whenever you're going out to buy a home, you don't have to worry about that. It comes out of the sellers. The seller will pay me as a buyer's agent for helping you get into that home. So the three things that I would say whenever you're looking for a buyer's agent is definitely have someone who's going to be able to have the experience and negotiating skills to be able to negotiate on your behalf. Because when you're going to buy the home, there's repairs, there's other unforeseen costs, there's inspection contingencies, appraisal, loan, all these things. You really need to have a buyer's agent who is going to look out for your best interests and get you a credit if needed, or get things repaired before you move into the house. You want to make sure the house is safe for you before you move in. One other thing is you need to have someone who's going to have your best interests at heart, looking out for you, looking out for all of your needs, really gonna be a hunter for you. And that's the third thing, hunter for you to relieve the stress and the pressure of trying to find the perfect home for you and your family. So I still believe that real estate agents have such value to today's industry, because when you're able to find an agent who really cares about you, really cares about your best interests, you're going to get way more when you sell your house, and you're going to walk into a home with peace of mind knowing that you did everything you could to make sure everything is safe in that home before you move in, especially taxes, payment, all of that. So yeah, I still think those are my three. Those are the three. What do you think? Let me know if you disagree with anything that I said. I love to have healthy debates and just talk about, maybe you say, Alexis, that still didn't convince me. I still don't think that I need a real estate agent to buy or to sell. Tell me why. Tell me. I'd love to hear from your side. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. That's all I really want to talk about. I always like to have this kind of general discussion, kind of see what you guys' thoughts are. If you have any other questions, please let me know down below. I love to hear any feedback. I'll probably be uploading some more videos about Lily. You guys seem to really, really love those. She's such a sweetheart. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.